Oh, yes, come on in. You must be my 3 o'clock appointment. Sarah, is it? Yes, excellent. Hi, it's nice to meet you. Please have a seat. We can get started. So, how are you today? Good. Yes, it turned out to be a lovely day today. And you must be in a good mood because there's nothing more fun than planning a vacation, right? Nothing gets you in as good of a mood as vacation, right? Okay. So tell me, have you gone through a travel agency before? Archaic, right? Right? Mhm. Yeah, it does seem like every few years that go by, more and more jobs become obsolete, right? But I mean, in my opinion, not just because I am a travel agency, but there's nothing like being able to sit down and talk with a real person. You know, they can share your experiences, answer questions, offer any tips. You know, even though websites and apps can do that, there's nothing like, really talking to someone face on, right? All right. Now, before we get started, I just want to get a little bit of a feel for what you're looking for, how you're going to be traveling, because that all comes into play. What we do here is really try to tailor the experience to what exactly that you want and fit it into your needs so you have a good experience. And we can go over anything at all that you want to go over. Um, First off, will you be traveling by yourself, with a friend, with a group? Okay, you and your spouse? Okay. Alright, so Sarah, let's see here. Sarah McJordans. Okay. Your spouse. Okay. Any idea of when you're wanting to take the vacation? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean we can really narrow it down to your interests, what kind of vacation you're looking for, and really what time of year would be best. You know, depending on where you're going. Really, in my opinion, anywhere that you go, you're going to be able to find something to do, whether it's winter or summer. It all really just depends on what type of vacation you're looking for and what you want to do while you're there. Okay. Okay, so you're going to be traveling with your spouse. One thing that I want to suggest, and I always tell this to everybody, regardless of what they're coming to me for at this moment, but if you're ever going to be traveling in a group of adults, I always suggest getting a rental car, like one per every 2 or every 3 adults. Because even though, like, let's say you're going on a vacation and there's 4 of you, 4 adults, yes, 4 of you can fit in a rental car perfectly fine, but chances are you're not always going to have the same idea of what time to wake up in the morning, what you're going to do. So having that second rental car really gives the option for you to split off into, smaller pairs, because this is your vacation. You don't want to spend it, not doing something that you don't really want to do or arguing the entire time. So just something to think about. You may not be able to do that when you're with your spouse. That because that would defeat the purpose of going on vacation with just them. But we're going to take a look at the interests of both of you to kind of get an idea of what you're looking for. But I am doing all of the talking here. I want to know, so you're going to be traveling with your spouse. Okay. Now, budget, we will talk about budget because that's important. We don't want to, have you going way over what you're comfortable with and paying for your vacation, years after it's over. So we will talk about budget, but we really want to know what you're looking for And then we're going to find a place for you to stay that fits all of your kind of check marks. And then we'll work on all the details to make sure you're within budget. Okay, it's going to be tricky now because, as you know, everything is so expensive, but we'll find something. We just want to make sure that what you want is what you're going to get, and then we can work on all the details as far as making sure you don't overspend. All right. Now, do you have any idea kind of where you want to go? Okay. All right. I'm going to create an online profile here for you, an online account. That way, if you want to plan future trips, if you want to edit this trip in any way that you can. So we're going to start this here for you. If you ever need to edit anything or change anything, you can hop online to do that. We have a chat feature where you can chat with one of our agents. We're a very large company. You know, there's hundreds of us. We're located, or thousands of us really. We're located in many states and even in a few other countries as well. We're a kind of global company. So we do have the 1-800 number if you just have some questions or some issues. We have a chat feature. Or you can use me, you know, as your dedicated travel agent for any issues that you come across, any questions that you have. If you just want to email me or call me, you know, I am also available. So there's many different ways for us to get in touch and get you exactly what you need at any moment. Okay, let's see here. So this is going to be your first trip. Okay, so you were saying any idea of where you want to go? Okay. All right, so you're a new traveler, you're new to this, you're really open for anything. Oh boy. I have my work cut out for me here. Yeah, I mean, usually people have somewhat of an idea, so let's narrow it down a little bit. Cruises, flying, how do you feel about that? No cruises? Okay. Okay, what about flying? Okay. All right. Okay, so cruises are out. They don't interest you at all, so that really narrows it down. A lot of people love cruises. I myself am not really a fan. Of course, I've never been on one, but I like to be able to get in my car and drive. You know, I don't like being restricted. No matter, I mean, I know these cruises now are like traveling cities, but you know, I like to wake up in the morning and say, I want to drive 5 hours to this city and then come back. You know, you can't do that on a boat. So no cruises for you. Flying, you're kind of open to it. All right, let me ask you this. Do you want to stay in the United States? Okay. All right. So no Canada, no Mexico, no Europe, no Australia, no Africa, no Asia, just US. Okay. Okay. Now, what are your interests? You know, what kind of vacation are you looking for? Are you looking to more like stay in a resort and kind of just sightsee? Do you want to go somewhere warm? You know, do you want to go up to the cooler mountain areas? Are you into history, shopping, dining? You know, breweries, wineries? Do you like going to see animals and animal parks, art, plants? Do you like outdoor activities like hiking, biking, hang gliding? I mean, there's so much to do nowadays. Okay. Okay. So not really big on the entertainment aspect. So something like Vegas is probably out. Okay. Okay. We do have packages. You know, I don't know if this is something you would be interested in. Probably not if you're not into cruises, but we have like week-long packages, which you're on a train, traveling across country, stopping at a bunch of different places. That's out. Okay. All right. Depending on, if you're looking to this to be like a kind of a hobby where you're going to be traveling to a lot of places in the future, that is something that you might want to keep in mind, because our train packages and our trips are really fun. It kind of takes the burden off of trying to plan it. The train stops in certain locations, stops for the night. You can actually stay in a hotel, so you're not really sleeping on your rail car every night like how they used to be. Okay, so maybe in the future. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So it sounds like you and your spouse have a lot of the same things in common. Art is important to you. Okay. So, what are some things that you both really enjoy? Oh, he likes shopping. Oh, wow. He tolerates it. Okay. Yeah, so he doesn't complain. I'm the same way. I am a quick shopper. I can kind of stick my head in the building or in the store, do a quick scan if anything catches my eye. There is one story, where this ring that I'm actually wearing here, you see it? This octopus ring, I thought it was amazing. I got this down in Virginia Beach. We were there one year. I said, that is an awesome ring. And I was like, I'm never going to wear it as much, because it was, not that it was expensive compared to like a diamond ring or like a turquoise bracelet or anything like that, but it was a little bit more than I wanted to spend if it wasn't going to be something I wanted to wear a whole lot. And lo and behold, I did not get it. I regretted it. We came back to Virginia Beach the next year. They didn't have my size, but they had a second location 13 blocks down. So I had to drag my husband 13 walking blocks to get this ring. But I love it. I get lots of compliments on it. It gets stuck on a lot of things, but if you're really into shopping or quirky places, I think a lot of the main tourist cities do have a lot of shopping, but since you both like to do it, that is a plus. Okay, so shopping and dining. History, tours, okay. So more like a couple hour tour. Okay, oh, ghosts, okay. Okay, so what about weather-wise? Like, was there any place that you're really thinking you might want to go? I had mentioned Virginia. I do want to show you this one thing here. I have this book, Haunted Virginia. If you're into haunted things, because I know you had mentioned something about like haunted history or legends. So there's the Wampus Cat, the Stolen Treasure, Virginia Cemeteries. The Woman in Black and Roanoke. So if you wanted to try to check this out, we do have copies of these, and we have smaller, we have them in smaller brochure. I also have this, Tucson. If you're looking to go to Arizona, this would probably check a lot of things off of your list. The history, the culture, the food, the art, the shopping, the music, the sights. Oh, there's no place more beautiful than Arizona. I mean, I've never been outside of, North America, so I know there's a lot more probably gorgeous places in the world, but to me, Arizona is beautiful. I've been there so many times. You would? Okay. Arizona might be the winner. All right, let's look a little bit more about that. So, Arizona, I would definitely suggest maybe going on YouTube and checking out all of the different videos of the different towns. Oh, there's so much. I mean, I've been there roughly 11 times, and I will say in the winter or the summer, whenever you go, it's it has its benefits. You know, the summer is obviously very, very hot. There are some buildings, some businesses that are seasonal, so they're not going to be open in the summertime. But you can go up to, say, Mount Lemon. If you're in Tucson, you don't have to worry about the snow. That would be all melted. So you can really go anywhere. It's just going to be very hot. And you have to bring, you know, whatever type of water you're used to bringing, you probably want to quadruple that. And I'm not even exaggerating. I was used to going there in February when it was absolutely gorgeous. And I went in June where it was about 109 or so, 111. And I just remember telling one of the ladies in the convenience store, I have never drank so much water in my entire life. So Phoenix, let me tell you a little bit about Phoenix. I never stayed in Phoenix, but it's very busy, a metropolitan area. I am personally partial to Tucson, that's further south. It's not as congested, and then there's a lot of really cool smaller towns within about an hour and a half drive, very history oriented places. So if you're into the Old West history and mining history, Tucson would be great because you have those other, you have Tombstone, you have Bisbee. If you go, further north of Phoenix, actually you have Sedona, and then you have Jerome. Oh, I don't know how else to sell it to you, but Arizona may be a winner for you. Tucson, okay. Now, what you could do, driving out there is pretty easy. It's just open desert, so even if you wanted to stay a few nights in, say, Tucson, and then travel up north a little bit, spend a couple nights in the Sedona area, go to the Grand Canyon, which is, relatively close to there as well. It's a great plan, And that's the great thing about Arizona is there's so many beautiful places packed into one state. Everything's fairly easy to get to, so you could pack a lot into 1 week and have a wonderful time, and it would really suit all of your needs in once. Okay? So let's look. I'm going to fill out your profile here. What is your street address? Okay. And the city? Zip code? Okay. What is your phone number? Okay. A good email for you? Do you have an alternate phone number? Okay. All right. Now, I'm trying to think because you're looking to what? Spend a week? So like leave Saturday, come back the following Saturday. Okay. Does it really, I would kind of maybe advise against going there in August and September. Not that it would rain every day, but that is kind of the monsoon season around that time. Yeah, it could. Not that it would rain and storm every single day, but if you just really have to be careful if you're going to be hiking around, canyons and washes, because a flash flood could happen at any time, and then you're just totally, in danger of getting washed away. All right. And they also have the stupid motorist law. So if you go into an area like an underpass that's flooded, you're going to be paying for those emergency services that are coming to rescue you. Okay. Okay. And I can also email you something about different safety tips. I don't mean to, I am the biggest, cheerleader for this state, but, aside from the flash floods, there's the haboobs, which are dust storms, which are pretty dangerous, but they pass, so you may have to just wait that out. Just like anywhere, downpour of rain that you can't drive in, you really don't want to be driving through a dust storm. The venomous creatures, there are a lot of them. The javelinas are also dangerous too. They look like a little miniature pig. You don't really want to come across those because they can be kind of mean. Not that they're venomous, but you don't want to get attacked by a wild animal when you're out there. Of course, the pumas or the cougars, they go by about 20 different names. So I can actually email you here, and then I'll put it in your online account as well under helpful resources. Just things to look out for, some safety travel tips. I will say, when I was out there, I never saw a tarantula or a scorpion. I saw a rattlesnake when I was in Colorado, but it was far away and it was messing with some prairie dogs, which was kind of sad. And I did see one on a hike. Some hikers actually warned me, like, watch around when you're coming across the bend, there's a rattlesnake. But it was far off of the paved path. Everyone kind of just stood staring at it, like it was a sight to behold. Okay, so I'm going to email this to you. Alright, so I put that in your online accounts, brochures. I emailed that to you as well, just the safety tips, things to look out for if you're, not familiar with the area, and certain things such like the creatures and the weather. Some other things are obvious. You may want to wear a hat, bring sunscreen, lots and lots of water. Nothing will ruin your time quicker than being dehydrated. All common sense stuff, but, it's easy to overlook some things. So you're thinking the end of the month, June? Okay. So I do want to warn you as far as budget. 5,000? Okay. 5,000 is a lot of money. It is. If you're going for a week and you're really, you're up at 6 in the morning, you're at your destination by 9, and you have the entire day, you can really pack a lot of fun stuff in there, so you can definitely make it worth your money. It's just pretty bad right now in terms of, the last time I checked for a flight, a round trip, it was starting at $950. Add baggage fees and stuff, we're looking at 1,000 times 2 of you, so probably $2,100 just in flights. And I know you're only taking a week, so the option of driving there, doing a cross-country trip is not an option. So you might, I will check for late June, but I'm thinking it's going to be too pricey for you, just because $2,000, and then you have your rental car, and then you have your hotel. You know, does your budget include activities when you're there? Okay. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I mean, if you're comfortable spending that much money just on you know, the logistics, getting there, getting around, and a place to stay, and then all the other stuff isn't counted into your budget, then yes, you can definitely do late June. Okay? Are you an early riser? Wake up as early as you can, because that heat starts. I want to say by 8 a.m. it's hot. You can walk around with an umbrella. I have seen people walk around, not a cloud in the sky, so it's not raining, but you're protecting yourself from the sun. So I have seen people walking around with umbrellas out there. No one would blink an eye. Okay, so late June, 1 week. Okay, good date. Let me see where that puts us. So you're looking at June 25th through July 2nd? That would be nice. Yeah, because then that goes into Monday, which is the 4th of July. Okay, so June 25th through July 7th. Okay, let's take a look at flights. Okay, so we have one leaving from, okay, so, alright, so you would be, okay, so you live in Morgantown, but you'll be driving up to Pittsburgh Airport. Okay, so Pittsburgh, Tucson, okay, alright. Now, I don't know if this was ever an option, but you are going to have to do a layover. There are no direct flights going from Pittsburgh to Tucson. Okay. All right. And the good thing is you really don't even have to keep your eye on the weather because it's nice there every day. Unless you like rain, you know, you're going to be happy with the sun just about every day. And when it does rain there, it's like after an hour it's done. Okay, so we're going to get you these ones here. So your name. Okay. And what is your spouse's name? So the one we have here for you, it leaves at 6 in the morning. It'll get you into Tucson 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, and that's a 2-hour layover in Dallas. Okay. Okay. Now, not that this is really going to be that much of a difference because the price is so high, but this airlines, for this option that you're going with, they are actually allowing you to, you know, bring on your luggage, put it in the cargo area, and there's no baggage fee. Usually there are baggage fees anywhere from like $30 to $50, but I guess because the cost of the tickets are so high, you know, that $9.50 price is really what you're going to be looking at per each of you. Alright, let me see here. Let me get my other computer up here. Okay. Team. Okay, so you're going to be looking at about $2,100. for just the tickets. Okay. Rental car. Okay. So, all right. I'm going to send you a couple. I have this. Let me actually do this because you have to go. I know you said you're on your lunch break, so you only have a few more minutes with me, and we still have a lot to figure out. So I'm gonna send you a bunch of just tons of information as far as there's an itinerary tool that you can use. And I know I was just saying that the face-to-face thing is a lot better than using apps, but sometimes we have to use both, especially when there's time restraints like this. But I'm going to send you this itinerary list. It's a tool where, it gives you all kinds of options in that city that you'll be staying in, and it builds your itinerary for you. This is just a tool that we give to our customers. So, since you have a flight booked with us already and we have a trip started, that is a free kind of app service that we are giving to you that's not available to anyone else, and there's nothing else like that that exists as far as we know. So even if you wanted to a few nights here, travel up to Phoenix and do a few nights, go to Sedona and do a couple nights there. It'll pick the hotel, it'll give you some things in the area and roughly how long how long people spend at each attraction. And then if you would like to come back and meet with me again, you can. Once you have a better idea, if you have more questions, would you want to set up an appointment maybe next week? Okay. Let me see. Does the same time work well for you, around 3 p.m.? Because you work until 7. Okay. So that's why you have a 3 o'clock lunch. Okay. Okay. So, actually, do you have next Friday at 3, if that works? Okay. Could I also have your work phone number? Okay. Alright. And did you want to pay for that flight now? Okay. I just need a credit card from you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Expiration. And then what was your zip code again? Yeah. Okay. So, kind of like those other travel sites, your online portal, which I emailed you your information to, and your temporary password, you can reset that at any time. You can manage any aspect of your trip, including flights, and that'll tie directly into the airlines if you have to cancel that or if you want to change that in any way. And then it is fully refundable up to, let me see, you were departing on June 25th, so up until June 22nd. June 22nd would be the last day that you could cancel without, a fee, or, it's based, not that there's a fee, but it's, cancel or not by June 22nd. Okay. So yeah, you excited? I'm excited for you. Definitely check out all those brochures that I sent you, that itinerary site. It's going to give you so much information. I can even actually send you, if you have time, I can jot down a few places that I like to really go to. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Give that to you. Those are a few places in the Tucson area that I really recommend going to. Okay. So a few of those things are right near each other, so that could be one day. You could go to Mount Lemon, go up to the top, check out the shops and the cookie shop there. It takes, a good 30 or 40 minutes to drive all the way to the top because it's a huge mountain that you're, driving up. And then you want to explore when you're there, take lots and lots of pictures and video. Even though pictures don't do it justice, you'll just want to sit there and look at the magnificence of it for probably an hour alone. Then you can come down, go onto Tech Verde Road, where there's the Pinnacle, the Trail Dust Town, Pinnacle Peak for steaks, and you can go check out the stunt show. Oh, it's such a fun time. So that could be a day right there. Have a Sonoran dog on 5th and Pantano. Yes. Okay. Well, I know you have to get going. You are set as far as your flights. You just have to, if you want to meet with me again on Friday, I can help you with the rental car and picking out a hotel. And I know all the hotels out there, and your recommendations. I have that sent to you as well. So check your email. I have so many good things that I sent you. Did you have any questions for me? All right. Well, I am super excited that you picked your destination. I'm sure your husband will love it as well. And you may never even want to go anywhere ever again, and you'll just be hitting up Arizona every single year. But if there's nothing else I can help you with, please, if there's anything between now and next Friday or next appointment, shoot me an email, call me. I'll probably go to voicemail because I'm always sitting with someone, but I'll call you back for sure. But it was so nice meeting you. All right. Thank you, Sarah. You have a good day. Yes. All right. Thank you. You too. Bye-bye. Oh, yes. Pick out some brochures on your way out. Yeah. If you ask Lisa up front, let her know where you're going, and she has a whole nice little envelope there, prepackaged of different things that you can see as well. So you will be all set. All right, thank you. Enjoy your day.